It was reported yesterday that Minnesota Vikings running back Dalvin Cook underwent shoulder surgery to repair the shoulder issue that he re-aggravated week 3 against the Lions, and the original injury goes all the way back to 2019. And now a lot of people in the comments were wondering, the Vikings season ended a month ago. How come Dalvin waited a full month to get the shoulder surgery, also participated in the Pro Bowl games? So it's like, if you want to be as big of a participant as possible in the offseason work and give himself the best chance to be ready for training camp with the Vikings or another team, you think that he would get the surgery right away. Well, timing-wise, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. So Chris Thomas of Pioneer Press pointed out, cap analyst Jason Fitzgerald of Over the Cap pointed out Vikings running back Dalvin Cook has injury guarantee of $2 million on his $10.4 million base salary in 2023. Due to Cook's shoulder surgery, it would officially become guaranteed March 17th, the third day of the new league year. Remainder of base salary is not guaranteed. So there is a little bit of timing stuff going on here, because if Dalvin had gotten the surgery right after the Vikings were eliminated, allegedly by the Giants in the wild card round, that would have given him another full month to potentially pass that physical on the third day of the new league year. So then his $2 million injury guarantee would not kick in. And looking at his contract right now, like we said, $10.4 million base salary, and the $2 million of his 2023 base salary becomes fully guaranteed on March 17th. Now, if Dalvin cannot pass a physical at that point, the injury guarantee does kick in, so the Vikings will have that on their books no matter what. And so, is there a bit of gamesmanship here by Dalvin and his representatives? Sure, but it happens all the time, and I frankly respect players that do this, because it's one of the only spots where players do have leverage, where you have the contract and it's protecting your value. And if you get hurt playing for the team, and it could potentially affect your free agency, which the shoulder surgery potentially could, for sure. I'm glad that they're doing it. So the delayed surgery, where he would have had an extra month if he would have gotten it right after the season to potentially pass that physical on March 17th, it is sort of playing the game, but I'm mad at it. And I personally don't think that it changes anything of what the Vikings are going to do with Dalvin this offseason. It does drop the cap savings of if and when the Vikings cut him from $8 million to $6 million, and it does increase his dead cap from 6.2 to around 8.2 million. And I don't think it changes what the Vikings are going to do, because I think Kwesi looks at the situation with Dalvin, where he's had a history of shoulder issues as well as other various ailments, even though respect. Dalvin re-injured the shoulder week 3, and he gutted through the entire season, played the full 17-game slate as well as the wild card game. But he is going to be 28. Had a career low 4.4 yards per carry this season, and like we mentioned, he has had a number of shoulder issues going back to his time at Florida State. It's one of the reasons why he fell to the second round in the 2017 draft, despite being a first-round talent. So I don't think that it necessarily affects his trade value, because I don't think that Dalvin had a ton of trade value to begin with. Again, the $10.4 million base salary, now $2 million of it is guaranteed, and he's coming off a shoulder surgery where he's had shoulder issues the last couple of years. Now, yes, if he had gotten the shoulder surgery in 2019, would this have been a lingering issue over the last couple of years? Maybe, maybe not. You can't really say. But the fact that he delayed surgery until it would affect some of those injury guarantees of his contract, again, I think it's just good strategy by his agents. I'm mad at it at all. That's exactly the way that you should play the game, and the way that you're navigating his contract, because, the owners have all the leverage in pretty much every single negotiation. Now, a lot of these back-end years on these contracts are toilet paper. So the fact that Dalvin is getting his, again, I'm mad at it, but I don't think it changes much in terms of what's going to happen with Dalvin this offseason. I still think that the Vikings will move on. I think that they won't re-sign Madison. I think that they'll roll with King Kenny and Ty Chandler and potentially draft a running back as well. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Dalvin Cook, his surgery on Tuesday apparently is going to kick in the $2 million injury guarantee on his 2023 base salary. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But to next time, Skol, production value.